Hi, everybody. Well, I hope you made it through day one. I hope that you safeguarded your environment, you've chosen your nutrition platform, and you're gearing up to make it through day two and day three. And of course, you launch into your new nutrition plan on day four. I told you that I would hop on every morning and every evening. This morning was a very, very long video, and I do apologize for that, but I hope, let me turn that ringer off, but I hope that it set you on the right path and helped you wrap your mind around everything that you're getting ready to go through for the next 28 days. For the end of the first day, what I thought I would do is, first of all, share one of my challenges. I want to make this a really short video. I'm going to try my best not to go past, I'm looking at my timer, past about 7 or 8 minutes on each video. I think that is plenty time to get our points across or to interact with you. We can do a Q&A, and that can stay open as long as we want. Hi, Dwayne. But I think the extended videos, those become much more difficult to edit and much more difficult to upload to different places. So I'm going to really try to keep them to about the 8-minute mark. So I wanted to share with you this evening one of my challenges and what I'm going to put in place to help me overcome this challenge. And then I also want to go over with you real quickly on page 153 of the book, because that is day one, phase one. So I just want to read through what I have found to be the mathematical formula for change. Hey, Kim. Okay, my challenge today. In my new nutrition program, in the slow carb, I'm going to be cutting my nutrition off for the day at about between 5 and 5:30, which means I'm going to have a resting fast from 5:30 until about 7:30 or 8 the next morning. So that's a good 13, 14-hour fast. I have found personally that when I limit my nutrition and I cut it off at night earlier than 6 o'clock, that is an incredibly effective way for me to lose unwanted water weight and to shed a last few lingering pounds that may have crept up because of a little looser 80-20 structure in my life. Maybe I'd gone to 70-30 or even a 60-40 for periods of time. So that really helps me rein it in. So tonight what I found is that I did cut my nutrition off pretty early, plus I had a very light dinner. So I'm feeling like, yeah, I could definitely go back into the kitchen and nibble on this or nibble on that. And so I'm having to lean into kind of an unfamiliar hunger that I'm not used to feeling in the evening. And when I say lean into it, you know, I feel the discontentedness of my stomach saying, hey, sister, throw something our way. But I'm going to choose to lean into that and identify that feeling with gratitude that I'm on this journey with y'all. So going to bed with a little bit of gnawing in my stomach, I know that probably by day 10 that will wane quite a bit and I won't feel that anymore. For now, it's a real heightened sensory that I have. I'm very connected to it and I can feel it kind of tugging at me. So that's my struggle today. And what am I going to put into place to help me kind of overcome that in the days ahead, because it is going to come up again. And what I'm going to do is really kick up my water in the afternoon, in the late afternoon. I'm really going to hydrate well. I'm doing hot yoga as my physical practice this summer. It's something that I'm very, very committed to for the balance of the summer. I love hot yoga, but as I've mentioned with y'all before, I also love for my fitness to be kind of move with the season. So I don't like to stick with one thing too long. Overuse injuries can come into play. So right now, my season is hot yoga, and I'm going to stick with that, and I'm loving it. But it does deplete you, your water supply. So I'm really going to kick up my water, and I'm also going to take my dogs out in the backyard for about 20 or 30 minutes and move my body. Moving your body and moving blood through your body can really push down those hunger pains and replace them with other chemicals in your body so that can kind of take over. So I'm going to kick up my water and I'm going to do a little exercise with the dogs in the evening to kind of both take my mind off of it and also kind of shift the chemicals that are taking place, you know, suppress the ghrelin a little bit, kick up some of those good feel good hormones from taking my dogs out in the backyard. So that will be going onto my journal pages tonight. so that I have two go-to tools when that hunger kicks in, and it's my job to stay in front of that and to remember to shut that hindbrain down through nice rest, good hydration, awareness, and to activate that forebrain and prefrontal cortex and really stay in front of all of the obstacles that I'm going to run into. So that's where I'm going to go over the formula. I forgot about that. All right. So if y'all are on page 153 in the book, day 1, phase 1, there's a very simple formula that I came up with several years ago, and it's C to the power of 3 equals F times T. And basically what that formula breaks down to is spirit, mind, and body. So it's change to the power of 3. Spirit, mind, body equals F times T. And let me just go over what F times T is. I told you what C to the power of 3 is. But F times T is, the F in the formula stands for faith. And faith is such an integral part of a successful long-term change. Having faith in the fact that you can do this, that you're supported from every direction, internally, through this support system, through your faith in God, just having belief in yourself. And faith is not about believing in the unknown. This is what I've written here. Faith refers to the knowing of your potential and your goodness. Faith is seeing with your emotions and trusting your emotions as your inner guidance system. Faith is knowing that the God within you knows without life having to prove it to you. Believe in yourself. If you have a little bit of a wobble and if you're having a hard time believing in yourself, take a deep breath, turn it over to God, ask for Him to give you faith in your own ability through His strength. That prayer seems to really waken inside of me the hope and the desire to be all that I can be. So the T in the formula stands for timelessness. I'm creeping up on 6 minutes, so I'm going to kind of go through this quickly. The T in the formula stands for timelessness, and I will tell you, this was such an important part of my transformation process. When I took a time frame, I know that what we're going through together is a 28-day experience, but past that 28-day experience, when you remove a timetable from yourself, and you realize that you're in this for the long haul, there is no destination. There is no end zone. There is no quitting point. That's like the catalyst goals. They have an end zone. They have a quitting point. This process is timeless. So you can have all of the refinement that you need because you're never really reaching a destination. And what this allows you to do is, it releases the sense of urgency of perfection. Perfection is such a saboteur. So it releases that sense of urgency. But what it also does, it allows you to become more invested in the journey than in the destination. And when you release that timelessness and you release that sense of urgency and you step into this timeless transformational process, then all of a sudden you realize that every day is an adventure in the changing process. It's so funny when I go back and reflect on videos of the past. I've been making videos for the last 9 years. I have physically changed tremendously. Hairstyles, clothing choices, lines on my face, the way I wear my makeup, everything has changed. But I have fallen in love and I enjoyed every step of the process because that timelessness was such a gift. Letting go of that sense of urgency, it was such a gift. So don't tie yourself to having to do or be someone by a certain date. That stifles your ability to fall in love with the process. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up tonight. I love you all very much. I will be back with you tomorrow. We're going to touch on day 2 and kind of go over just a few things. Again, the videos are going to be much shorter, I promise. And I'm sorry I got emotional tonight. It's just, if this can do for you just a fraction of what it's done for my life, then it will bless me all over again. So y'all have a wonderful night. Remember, journal, 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 print those pages out. Take the time to do all of the visualization techniques, to write down all of your missteps. Forgive yourself. Sit that suitcase at the end of your bed and do not pick it up in the morning. Do not pick that suitcase up. God replaces that suitcase with a fresh one that has no weight and is completely open. And that's what we put our daily indiscretions in. And we don't have to pick it up the next morning. We have a fresh suitcase ready for us. Leave today in today. Do not take it in tomorrow with you. Okay, love you all, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye. Did I end it? I don't know.